It's Week 4 of the National Football League, and the spotlight falls on Willie Gay. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Browns and the Golden Eagles, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today it's Week 4, and we've got... A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Henry, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And Lance now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Lance again. Finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down at 7. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 3rd and 8. Richardson off the play fake. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Takes it to about the 37. You look at this Browns defense. They've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Richardson looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him go.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
A throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Jeudy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff, running left, Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Bass is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot.
There he goes, left side. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Golden Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Lance to throw it. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Lance. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Lance looking to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Anthony Richardson and the offense back out. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A solid stiff arm. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Stiff-armed him. Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eubanks. Touchdown! Dawson Knox on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Golden Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The Lance going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Eubanks. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Gain of 4 yards. First down, Golden Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Eubanks. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Eubanks. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down is Lance. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, There's no chance of picking up a first down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville.
And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. A touchdown pass there for Jordan Love. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson looking to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing now is Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2. Lance looks to throw again. He dumps it off for Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Here's Lance. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
First down, Golden Eagles.
Now Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Fox. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Richardson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with the pick. And the Browns are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Play action. Now it's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Off of play action, here's Lance. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And Lance going to throw. Check down here for Henry. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Lance right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Tyler pass on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by pass is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Now Richardson back to throw it. This is caught. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defense.
Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, a 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Three-quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They keep it with Henry on first down. And some room to work. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first and 10, here's Lance.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Lance's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, here's Lance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Richardson on third and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Richardson looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
First down, Chicago.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Richardson. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. Touchdown! Dawson Knox from 6 yards away. And the Golden Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Carl Lawson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Completes it to Evan Ingram.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Lance to throw on 2nd down here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a play fake. Lance. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Throwing now is Lance. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Lance. He dumps it off for Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Offense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Fox. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Browns down by 12, 55 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does. And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Into the hands of Ingram.
It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Lance again. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.